Kylie Jenner has officially entered her pivot era, but it's starting to feel more like a freefall. For years, she was the undisputed blueprint for social media dominance, but the landscape has fractured. Even Kendall is admitting it. It's getting debased and splintered. People aren't just scrolling past the perfume ads anymore. They're seeing right through them. We're witnessing what might be the final days of Kylie Jenner as we knew her, and the desperation to stay relevant is leading her toward a new, unlikely target. Recently, Vanity Fair dropped a profile on Kylie that was so thick with sycophantic praise it felt like it was written by an angel sent directly from the Jenner Communications office. They called her a modern mythical figure and the every woman. I haven't read anything this eye-roll-inducing or anti-intellectual in years. It's the classic Jenner strategy. Splash a hollowed-out cultural institution with enough PR money to convince us that Kylie's shifting a global market by wearing a dress is somehow high art. But the consensus is no one is buying it. If you think these spreads aren't paid for to toot up a failing brand, you're still living in the era of the self-made billionaire myth. The timing of Kylie's relationship with Timothée Chalamet is, let's say, suspiciously perfect. For Kylie, it's a Hollywood cosign. For Timothée, it's a way to keep his name in the tabloids during a SAG strike when he couldn't promote his own films. But since this pairing began, the French prince of indie cinema has started to sound insufferable. Between his comments about nobody caring about ballet or opera, ironic considering his own family's background in those arts, and the arrogant public displays, it feels like the Kardashian effect is rubbing off on him. Is this a genuine romance? Or are they just using each other as stepping stones to the next stage of their careers? The businesswoman narrative is crumbling. From Kylie Swim to Sprinter to Kylie Baby, the trail of failed ventures is getting long. When you're doing ads for mobile games like Travel Town, the billionaire allegations start to look a lot like a money laundering scam or a desperate attempt to cover overhead. The reason she's falling off isn't just influencer burnout. It's a total loss of authenticity. During her King Kylie Tumblr era, she felt like a girl living her life. Now, she's a blank slate. Every video is just "buy my lip kit," and she's completely failed to stay relevant in the conversation around the very cosmetic procedures that built her brand. When you stop acting like a human with emotions and start acting like a corporate entity, people stop caring. Now, the big reveal: Kylie wants to be an actress. She had a 1-minute cameo in a Charlie XCX project where she was lit better than the lead just to prove a point, and suddenly she's ready for the big screen? Acting is an art form. It requires range, vulnerability, and the willingness to not look like the baddie for 5 seconds. But Kylie's primary preoccupation is being the hottest person in the room. You can't embody a character when you're terrified of being unpolished. Taking roles away from trained actors who have dedicated their lives to the craft just because you have 400 million followers, half of which are probably bots, is exactly why celebrity culture is facing such a massive backlash. The world is in chaos, and people are tired of watching billionaires parade around talking about things that simply don't matter. If you're going to be a celebrity, at least be entertaining. But Kylie isn't entertaining anymore. She's just a spectacle to be clocked in and out of. Kris Jenner can whip up as many PR storms as she wants, but you can't manufacture heart. Whether it's the clean girl, rebrand, or the Chalamet love story, it all feels like a desperate attempt to stay above water. Buckle up, because this isn't just a pivot, it's the beginning of the end.